DMV. Welcome. Good morning, good evening, what time y'all listen to this pod. I hope that you're having a great weekend or a great day in general. This is your host, the one and only Rob Carter, back again in the stew with my good men, my good bros. Came here to talk about some good basketball, good playoffs coming up this weekend, and some different stuff, you know what I'm saying? We hitting a lot of different things on the District Live Sports podcast right now. This is the episode 35. This District Live Sports, waking back up. And I got my good man, Nick. How you feeling, bro? And I got my good bro right here, Mark. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? Man, it's a real good day, you know what I'm saying? Happy New Year's to y'all.
Happy New Year.
I hope y'all having a great New Year so far, starting up. Everything been straight? So far, so good, man. That sounds good, sounds lovely, man. But before we get into this episode, I just want to personally come out to all my District Live Sports public and fans that, me and Damien, we haven't been on our best of a game as far as with the podcast and everything. We've been trying to update on our pages, days and nights and mornings and everything like that, and trying to give the most content and the best work to give to our whole community. But as you can see, we're starting right back up, round table with my good man, and let's get it in and get on to it, man. But we're gonna start this podcast, definitely. We're gonna go ahead and talk about one of the things that I've always wanted to ask while I started doing podcasts. I always wanted to see on, where's the first rec center or the recreational center? What's the first part or one of your favorite parts that y'all two men have bought at?
My first?
Yeah. One of your first, or your favorites.
I'm about to say my first favorite. I don't know. I've been to so many different recs. I don't know.
I mean, the most competition that you find, you figure okay, you go to your...
our Howard County.
Howard County.
Because they more organized, they play they don't play up, they play out here.
Right.
I like it out here too though.
Okay.
Some certain parts.
Yeah, for me, I don't remember the first park I've ever played at, but as far as rec center, growing up, was between the run and shoot or Oak Crest.
Oak Crest, yeah, definitely been in some good battles with Oak Crest. A lot of dudes there like to play defense and play rough. You know what I'm saying? I guess one of my favorites growing up was, of course, Marlon Park. The only thing I just didn't like was, them long hills. Always trying to, get a rebound and nobody even feel like running down the hill and grabbing the ball or, things like that. My other favorite part, I definitely have to say, up in Allentown, where they got a nice park at and everything like that. I used to hoop with both of my uncles. Shout out to my good uncle, Matt, Corey. And, it's some other ones in the area, like Temple Hills and things like that. But as far as with memories, I definitely got mine in my own neighborhood where I, grew up in. So, I just wanted to, find out. One of the other topics I wanted to figure was parks of the day, recreation centers got these little sports complex in the county, or you got one in about Greenbelt, you got the one in Landover at the sports complex, and you got some other facilities where kids is playing ball at, doing soccer, karate, or any of the sports events.
Yeah.
You feel today that all the facilities, can they improve, or can they reconstruct certain things where our youth today can benefit them? I don't want to point at you, Marlon, but you got a young baby girl that you would love to see her growing up and playing at a more, I would say, safer and more funner type of playground like facility. What do you think that can be improved on certain things in this community?
What's wrong with it?
Not nothing wrong with it, but as far as like, like parks, something like that. Like something for like kids where they could be like more active, be more like involved with it.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know because I don't know. My daughter only 3 months, so I don't know what these kids be doing.
Yeah.
For real.
Like it's not the same like as far as this generation coming up. Like everybody's on a phone or on an iPad or a tablet or something like that. When we was growing up, outside was all we had.
Yeah, most kids don't even come outside.
They don't even come outside. They don't even know what it's. That's why it's like they don't know how to make friends. Like
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything. Like all of our memories from our generation and up, came from outside.
For sure.
So.
I mean, I just like met you outside in your backyard playing hoops.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but I just jumped in and everybody was just playing basketball.
Yeah, that's how it was. That's how I miss it. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not no kid no more, but like it'd be cool to see kids outside, riding bikes up and down the street and having fun, like cause
certain areas they do, but for the most part they don't.
Exactly.
For the most part.
And granted, I have to shine something like not shine, like to point it out. Like nowadays, it's really not as much. It's not safe for kids to be outside like that because people out here be tripping.
Yeah, man.
Kids be as you know, kids be missing all the time, like every day. So it's not as safer, but at the same time, it ain't the same. Yeah,
it ain't the same, and it's not fun. But then again, we still gotta show methods of like trying to put more awareness for these type of like activities that's going on.
Now, if you want to not to cut you off, but to what you was saying earlier, like when you was asking what could be improved, like maybe security or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Something like that, because like I said just a second ago, it's safer for kids to be outside like that or to be going anywhere. So security definitely.
For sure.
I mean, based on how it's going, if you want to put your child in something like that, if they want to improve it, you're going to have to add what the kids like. You know what I'm saying? So they can go.
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids now, they don't have fun with the stuff we was doing back then. Like when we had our summer camps or we was going to certain little programs and stuff, we was doing stuff we wanted to do, run around and stuff like that. They don't want to do that. They want to play on their phone.
Yeah. I feel like my method, and shout out to my boy Dane from District Last Sports. I just wanted to say that me and my mans always had a vision on trying to put in like facilities and some type of like camps where kids could come in after school during the summers, and just if like kids can't like start working or get a job or stay home by themselves. They could definitely go to these type of facilities and camps where they could just be safe, be in an environment where they could feel like more of a kid, and also just have fun in general. So that's one of the things I definitely want to hit on. I'm really blessed and humbled that I got them answers from both of y'all. So I appreciate y'all. But man, let's go ahead and get it more twisted. Let's go ahead and talk about the NBA.
Yes, sir.
So far, it's been a lot happening. It's been some expected teams that you were already seeing to dominate, and then some surprises where some teams have just been looking like.
Injuries too, though.
Yeah, injuries too. Like.
So my question to y'all, before y'all go in, I'm gonna start off with you, Nick. What surprises you about this season alone?
All the injuries. Just like.
Name them.
Well, of course, like. I'm a Wizards fan, so John Wall being hurt, it's pissing me off because like it continues to happen.
For sure.
And then we have all these injuries on our team. Like Brad is like, I don't know if they trying to consider it load management, but they resting him because when you averaging over 30 points a game every night, like
not winning,
and you're not winning, like, and you were all-star, like what is
what?
Yeah, exactly. So. Then on top of that, like
you got Clay hurt,
Steph hurt, KD hurt, Kyrie is up and down.
He came back though, right?
Zion didn't even play.
That's throwing me off.
Yep.
Boogie got hurt in the summer doing some
Right,
crazy
Boogie
stuff.
got hurt.
Exactly.
Right.
So, like,
So a lot of people, you can't name them all, but
You
it's a
can't
lot of
name
people.
them
It's a
all,
lot of
like-
people hurt.
It's been those faces where you're like just used to seeing every other game. You know, these are the faces we're naming like that's been playing consistently each season.
Right, that you want to watch.
Yeah,
you want to watch, man. 'Cause
like guys like KD, Clay.
it's like, what is the NBA without KD? Like,
Right.
like,
Right.
like him alone, what
Right.
is the NBA without KD?
Right.
Like, what is it?
For the whole year.
For the whole year.
For the whole entire season, I mean, it's just been injuries and clusters. But I mean, I think my favorite thing not my favorite thing, but the thing that surprised me along the season is just by like the competition. You know, as far as from both conferences, it's not even just the West; it's the East too.
You know who surprised me the most though?
What's up?
The Heat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's been some bump in the East where the Heat will come up. I never
got a
knew.
nice balanced team.
You never thought of Jimmy Butler would have actually just
leading that team.
Yeah, like, you know.
Right.
He's back to Jimmy buckets now because
Right.
like when he was with the Wolves and the Sixers, it's like
It wasn't happening.
It wasn't happening. It was kind of questionable. But he with a team full of youngins that had the same mindset like him.
Right.
That was the
And
problem.
they having fun.
And they having fun with it because them young.
Because you got to think when he in Philly, all the attention on them because they stand there championship contender.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That he ain't even really want to be there. They said he was trying to go to the Heat the year before that.
Yeah, but I think part of play with his success now and his past teams, like he was with teams that they was just young. They ain't about winning. Like
Yeah.
they not about winning. Like
They just want the money and the lifestyle.
exactly. Like
they just playing to play.
You overpaid players that haven't really done anything yet.
Right.
Yeah. Some teams at least, play with hard competition. Then you got the other teams who just don't even want to be there.
Exactly.
Right. Right.
Second question goes up. We'll start off with you, Marlon. Who's the MVP so far?
So far,
Yeah.
out of who?
Out of everybody.
Out of everybody?
Yeah.
It's hard. I don't know. I want to say LeBron, but that's being biased because I'm a Lakers fan.
Whoa. But I'm a Lakers fan myself, but I'm gonna let you hold real quick. My actual question for both of y'all for real was who's the MVP so far, the rookie of the year, if y'all can may know that, and
Yeah.
most improved player.
Okay, so for my most improved player, damn, I gotta know the nominees because I'm thinking of everybody.
You could just think of one.
Most improved. Even though this guy, I don't know if he won it last year, but to me, he is still Siakam as far as most improved.
Yeah, but
Siakam.
see, what I'm saying, like, I don't think of people like him. Like, he alright, but I was thinking like,
Alright, have you seen his numbers?
No, I'm not saying alright like that. What I'm saying is just like, he ain't somebody I would just think about, like, his name don't.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
who
it's
he
his
is,
name.
though.
It's
He
his
is a
name.
bucket, though.
You got bro from Charlotte. Graham, he's averaging like at least a dub a game.
Yeah.
And dude wasn't even
like,
heard of.
you got
last year.
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, right? You know what I'm saying? Averaging like 19, 20, averaging almost
Like, he
30
averaged
a
like
game.
26.
He's like ninth in the All Star in West front court.
Yeah.
So I could see him making an All Star for that team.
And you say rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year, I'm getting Ja Morant.
Yeah,
Ja
it's
Morant.
either him or dude from the Heat been balling too.
Not Tyler.
Tyler. Yeah, but not with Ja
more
Morant.
popular. You know what I'm saying? Because he's more popular.
He's
so
doing
had
it too, though.
But he been
He's
balling.
giving you the production
He
there.
been balling.
You know,
Yeah, so
He been balling.
it's a good rookie class.
MVP is between LeBron and Giannis.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like Giannis get like. Okay, it's like they say with MVP, it's like the best person on your team, right? But also the person that you just like can't win without.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Giannis a dog, but Giannis don't really do like the numbers show it. Like he get his rebounds, he get his points and all that. He dunk on everybody. He play defense and all that. He a dog, but he ain't doing it the way these other guys do it. You know what I'm saying? It's too easy for him. If that makes sense.
Hey, I mean,
Like
it makes sense, but man, I'm
if you was to start a team with one person, you want to pick Giannis. Is what I'm saying.
right.
He a dog though. I'm not saying he ain't a dog. His numbers is good. He up there.
Yeah. I I mean, I'm taking him.
I like Luka though. I ain't gonna hold you. I like Luka.
I like him
I like Luka.
for a little bit.
I like Luka.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Luka
Luka
balling this year.
and Dallas, but he ain't
He balled.
number one just yet.
That's what I'm saying. So
He on his way.
I can't say Kawhi because he missed too many games. Ain't been playing.
He's still the best player.
He a dog,
to be
bro.
honest.
But you gotta play at least more than what he doing.
My 5 finalists for MVP is Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Giannis,
Yeah, you can put Anthony Davis.
James
too.
Harden.
Yeah, James Harden.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? James Harden too.
And
Yeah.
I might just have to say Luka.
James Harden balling too though. It's just
Yeah, it's been insane.
it's be the wins and losses,
Yeah.
but James Harden always been balling though.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but man, it's gonna be somebody unexpected though. So we'll see.
You don't know, this year is more
Mhm.
different because there's so many different good teams with these type of players on. But I don't know. That should be biased though. It be biased.
Yeah. It's a personal question I thought of. Last question from the NBA. Should the NBA regress to 78 games?
No.
Well, I don't know if y'all seen the report, but they was thinking about doing, like a little thing where everything changes, everything's being set to where it changes to
If
78
you're gonna,
games.
like in my opinion, if you're gonna regress something, like you know how like in the playoffs, like it's 7 games, it's the best of 7, right?
Yeah.
If you're going I feel like the first and second round should be regressed to like 5 games, best of 5, and then the conference finals and the finals should be best of 7. Like if you
I don't
do like that,
I don't
just
think that.
just to get the first and second rounds over with, because the first and second rounds is like.
So that means the season will end probably in May now.
I mean, hey.
Nah, I don't think you should do it at all for real. Because even if you want to do it, what's 4 games? Like,
Exactly.
what's the big difference?
Exactly. Like if you're going, like I said, if you're gonna regress
If
something.
they did like 15 games or something, 10, 15, okay. But
Yeah.
4 games. It ain't-
I mean, my thing is, if you're gonna regress, how about you handle the away games? Like kind of like not just give them like a 5-0 trip vacation. Say if you're in the Western Conference,
Right.
you're going to like the East. You start off in somewhere like Milwaukee, Chicago, Detroit. They play like at least 4 days straight, and out of those 4 days, they play at least 3 games.
But think about it though, bro. How long the league been the league? It's been a minute, right?
Yeah, since like what, like the 20s, the 10s.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I ain't even gonna ask you how long has the league had 82 games?
I can't remember.
It's been a minute though.
It's
It's
been
been
a
over
minute,
20 years.
Yeah.
And why all of a sudden they complain about it?
They just
The players just getting lazy, bro. That's all it is. They've been doing that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They get paid millions.
Every team in damn near every sports has to travel.
Of
It's
course.
not just the NBA.
hmm
So it's like they don't even want to complain.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they're getting a little bit spoiled. Probably.
They get too much and getting what they want.
Yeah.
But I do feel like if the fans want to see, a lot of great basketball, or when they see
Right.
like great competition, they gotta really prioritize some of these players' needs, so they can still give out a great show. I mean, they give out a great show regardless, but just as in what they try to do for better, in their opinion. In my opinion.
Okay, so remember how back then when they would like what's his name, Greg Popovich, what he would do was, I don't even think it was Greg. I forgot who it was. I think it was Greg though. He'd sit the players down near the end of the season
Mm-hmm.
once they established that they already in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That makes more sense than doing it like just anytime you want throughout the season.
Right.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a mystery. I mean, hey, look, I'm with y'all regardless. I don't think that they should reverse it to the 78 games. I just feel like,
Yeah.
in terms of scheduling games, it should be
Right.
flexed out. Like, I just feel like they should stop doing them away games where it'd be like, 4 days in a row, and they only got like maybe like 1 night of rest. And the other,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then they go right back home just to play. You know what I'm
It'd be
saying?
like 3 games in 4 nights, or 4 games in 5
yeah, and
nights.
they already have shoot arounds and practices,
Right.
and you know what I'm saying. Just they gotta sometimes like mentally just you know, I know they be like just worn out.
But you gotta think about it though, bro. When you get paid millions of dollars,
Yeah.
you got
I'm just saying, that's how I would benefit. But them,
And then, you know, you gotta remember,
they get paid no thousands.
Larry Bird said the best you get paid to do a job, you gotta come to work.
Exactly.
Right.
They're getting paid to play basketball, bro.
Exactly.
Think about that.
You're right,
Y'all getting paid, bro.
No.
When you go to the gym to go ball, bro, you go ball for what, like 5, 6, 7 hours, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you might go to the court, you might be out there 5, 6 hours and don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
The games they play, what? It's 12-minute quarters?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now, bro. They be alright.
You right.
They getting paid millions to play basketball.
Exactly.
Wish I could do that. But that's a great topic. And last but not least, you know, we just mentioned it earlier, but I need to know for sure not if this is gonna happen this year. And I don't even directly asking it for you, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just fire at Scott Brooks.
We got
this season.
We got new coach for the Redskins. It's hope. It's hope alive. Hope
I don't know yet. I can't
Hope
say.
is alive.
When John Wall come back next year?
This year coming up. Not this season.
This season
upcoming
coming up.
season up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this season coming up. Okay.
You know what I'm
I don't know if you should fire Scott Brooks. Yeah, I think he should get a season with Wall first. And if they still not winning, then get rid of him.
They not winning now.
We're not winning now.
That's what I'm saying, but they don't have Wall now. So what I'm saying is,
We wasn't winning.
but they got a different team now. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
It ain't great, but if, let's say Wall come back and they make it to the playoffs. Okay, all right, that's a step. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it ain't like Wizards got great players and they losing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nobody on their team that you can look at other than probably Bradley Beal. That's like, oh, if somebody trade, I'm with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they got odd players, but they ain't got nobody on their team for real.
Like our team is full of youngins. Like it's full of youngins.
And it's not even that they bad. A lot of games that I've watched of the Wizards, their games be close.
Right.
And they just lose. But that come with being young and not having experience.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They just gotta develop for real.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the Warriors, if they would have folded, they wouldn't have had the team they had when they went on their run.
For sure.
Because Curry was there when they was losing. They just
But see, they was there when they was younger. Now
Right.
Bill's not getting any younger. He's starting in his prime. Wall is getting like almost to his late.
Nah, but
prime.
my point is just like it take a little time. Like it could be next year or in 2 years. You never know.
I just feel like Scott Brooks, you know, isn't really. I don't feel like he.
But he don't have no great players. That's my point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you give him a year with Wall and they still slumming, then
Bruh,
okay, cool.
But you gotta think of it. If you can't get it done with Kevin Durant or Russell Westbrook or James Harden, then you ain't getting it done with no John Wall, Bradley Beal. Like that's
No, but that's not my point though. My point is like who they have for him to be looked at as like, oh, y'all supposed to be winning. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they got a great squad and they just losing. That's my point.
The point is,
Fine, the coach is just going to try to get out of there.
If
Like,
you can't get it done with Kevin Durant.
hey, it's a lot of great teams that don't love stuff.
It's a lot of great teams, but you have Kevin Durant. You have a 7-foot
I
monster.
mean,
He
let's-
lost that first year.
Let's be for real. Let's be for real. LeBron was not going to lose in that second finals. So
No, he was not.
Second finals to what?
But to OKC. But I'm saying that OKC had a championship team.
and then they had a championship team right after. They had a championship team in 2017, but they also, you know what I'm saying, to the
Yeah, and Billy Donovan ain't no different.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you right though. That did have something to do with coaching because it'd be a lot of games I watch around that time when he was coaching them, where they start off hot.
Billy Donovan wasn't.
Yeah, make the wrong
He's not a good coach, but yet he still brought them to that point.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless.
But he did used to make a lot of bad subs. Like he used to do subs at times. It's like, what are you doing? They hot, and he'd mess up the whole momentum. Like he'd mess it up.
Exactly. So, but for me, I feel like Washington, we need a new system. Like that's we just need a new system all around.
Yeah.
Like, cause I feel like with the youngins that we got, they solid. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Right.
we just need a different scheme. It's the same thing with the schemes. Like we got a coach that's gonna bring a different scheme, which is gonna make them
Use the players they got but differently. So
Exactly.
it work.
And also bring a new culture too, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hardly hear anybody really rap about the Wizards now, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Sometimes when people talk about the game, they literally talking about either the Lakers game or some other game that you
Right.
mentioned. They're not talking about the Wizards no more.
But it's crazy because it's like the way I look at it, right? Like y'all saying firing the coach. Yeah, the coach to me is like the, I want to say the point guard on the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's his role because he basically dictates what the players do on the court because he the eyes on the side that's
Right.
everything that's going on.
Right.
So it's like, okay, if you got the coach, that's like the trainer when you boxing, right? Telling you what to do. You get your timeouts, he discussing what he see, y'all go adjust.
Right.
If he not doing that right, I understand that, okay, you might be giving them wrong information, they messing up.
Right.
But then it also comes down, players just be some bombs. Or it could be both.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it just be, what's the word? It be inconsistencies. You know what I'm saying? Like Wizards have stretches where they look good, but then they don't do what they was doing when they was looking good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, then you got personal stuff that might be going on, but I don't know. Like when you look at great teams, it's a mix of everything.
Facts.
It's a mix of everything, but I don't know about the Wizards. They probably do need a new coach, but
They need whoever. Man.
I think they got to change some players too, though.
They lost, man.
They got to change some players too. Cause even back then when Wizards had great teams, they still wasn't winning. You see what I'm saying? Like they had Rasheed Wallace, I think, Bishop Hamilton, and a couple other good players at one time. I forget.
Yeah, Gilbert.
Nah, Gilbert wasn't there when it was there. That was before Gilbert.
Oh, all right.
That was right before
But
it.
they had a squad. That's my point.
I'm already-
They couldn't win. And it's like it's always something with the Wizards, but that's just a DMV thing. Can't nobody win out here.
Well, that's not true.
That's not true.
Last few years, there's been some good success
I don't
from
watch
like,
that
you
stuff
know.
though, man.
Hey, look, they winning though.
They winning.
They
They winning.
they won without Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
And Ovi finally got his first.
I'm talking about basketball, football though. But yeah, you right about
Sports
baseball.
is- yeah.
Sports is
And shout out to WNBA. That's still basketball.
Yeah.
So all these franchises out these.
But those ain't teams y'all like, is what I'm saying.
I cover them, and I'm a damn Nationals fan. So
Yeah, I do that. I do the Nationals.
now
Yeah, you got like the home baseball team.
yeah, now y'all do.
I do the Nationals.
But let's go ahead, cap it off. The NFL playoff that just arrived. Not gonna talk about no skins. I'm gonna do an episode on the skins. Probably like another couple of days. My man Dane will come out with a future podcast in the future. So stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and get straight to it, to the playoffs. Favorite matchup from the weekend. You got the Tennessee Titans against the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're playing now or later on tonight. But then you also got Houston Texans against the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills, yeah.
Yeah, but Houston's at home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what y'all got, man?
These are some.
And I'm sorry. You also got Philadelphia and Seattle tomorrow, and then New Orleans against Minnesota. No one's at home.
Them two games right there,
those are
the ones to
games.
watch.
Yeah, those are the ones to
Those
watch.
are the ones to watch.
The other teams, like they're surprising teams that made
Right,
it.
right.
Like, which is
Ooh, who's surprising?
Well, name them.
Nah, he said the Titans is probably what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
okay,
But
okay.
the Bills not
Yeah,
surprising.
yeah, Bill not.
Yeah, nobody really surprised him but the Titans. That's the team that surprised me, was the Titans. But I ain't gonna hold you. Don't sleep on them. I ain't saying they're gonna beat the Patriots, but don't sleep on them.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you like.
Because the Titans got the type of players that you want as far as like they hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like them niggas big, but they ain't scared. Like they gonna go. They gonna go. And that's what I'm talking about. Like you can't sleep on them. They that team that could just sneak and win. But I'm not saying they is, but
Right.
they might mess around and surprise the Patriots. If they don't win, they might have a good game or something. But I'd be surprised if they just got blown out.
Yeah.
But I want the Eagles to lose though, because we supposed to be in there. Cowboys, they supposed to be in there.
Y'all.
Yeah, so I need the Eagles.
Y'all don't deserve it, but let's not.
We don't deserve it.
That's another day, another episode. You know what I'm saying? You want to get on me
Right.
with another day with that? You gotta do that. But you know. Anyways, besides with Philly and Seattle, I feel like Philly has just been one of those hope and you know, those savory type of teams where you know everybody feel bad for. They need sympathy because all the players is hurt, all the wide receivers is literally gone.
Right.
But they still got Carson Wentz, and they don't even got Zach Ertz no more. But they still is scoring touchdowns and winning games with their defense. But as far as like Russell Wilson, you know, I mean, of course the Eagles was just there literally, but he literally been there twice. him being away, being on the road, starting off, and then they kind of have like somewhat the underdog. Tennessee Titans.
I wouldn't be surprised if they won. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, I just want to see
Good
the
game.
Patriots lose.
Let's see a
I
good
hate
game.
them.
But did you choose New England?
No, I'm not choosing this. I want them to lose. Like,
I want everybody to lose. The Cowboys ain't dead.
Hey, look. Well, y'all not there.
you're not there, and y'all
so,
gonna have fun watching it with us.
You said it best.
So I ain't gonna be biased. I'm gonna just pick. But
the next game you got it should be coming on first. Buffalo Bills versus the Houston Texans.
that's a good one. Who y'all got? I want to hear who y'all got first.
I got Buffalo.
You got Buffalo. Who you got?
I was gonna pick Houston, but
Houston. I don't know. The
I
Bills' defense is what I like. Their offense I like too.
As well, like also, however, I'm just not really. I'm not really convinced about Houston team overall. I just feel like sometimes they're just a juggernaut team. They sometimes look good,
Right.
you know, give you flashes, and then other games are just flat out terrible.
Right.
I don't really feel like they got the intangibles to get past Buffalo defense. Last time they played, Tre'Davious White shut down.
DeAndre Hopkins had like
Hopkins,
2 catches.
Right, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I just feel like, not saying he may do that again today, but if
No,
that
he
was
ball
to,
out.
yeah, exactly. If that was to happen, you know, I just feel like maybe Houston just don't have that type of firepower to actually get back on Buffalo and them type of, you know, hard knock games. But
Right.
you know, we'll see. But I'm putting my money on Buffalo.
Yeah, I got Buffalo too.
Yes, sir. So even if Brady was to win this week, or next week, or he was to go Super Bowl, or even lose, don't know. Will this be his last and final year with the Patriots?
I hope.
But hope, yes, it got to be a solid answer to it.
I can't answer that because you would think,
Oh, let me stop you right there. He's on his final contract.
right?
Their GM is looking to leave. You know, we having coaches that's not looking to stay. And by far with talent, this is by far one of his rookie years with offensive talent he ever had in his career. Like his stats really showed it. You know, he wasn't even a top 5 quarterback this year, barely in the top 10 if that. You know, still a great team overall. You know, of course he's the GOAT, but the GOAT hasn't had any type of help, success. Started off with AB first week of the season, and they cut him, traded Josh Gordon. You know his story. Gronk retired, and Julian was in and out all season. So by looking at that, can you really realistically see Tom Brady coming back?
You could.
You could. You
I
could.
mean, who won't tell him no?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like he said it himself 2 seasons ago.
I mean, he can, but does he want to? That's a big
I say
question.
this. I think Tom Brady playing for numbers. I think he won't beat all the records that could be broken. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree with that.
Because I think that's what LeBron trying to do. That's why he want that longevity. So he can have that #1 all-time scoring list and then have the assists in the tens, thousands. You know what I'm saying? With the rebound. Like, that's why I feel like, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's what he's doing. Because I think Drew Brees #1 now with the touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who got passing yards. I forgot. But it ain't
Drew
him.
Brees too.
It's Drew Brees.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And he's still playing. So he ain't going to stop playing while he playing. But I don't know. Because if you peep, his numbers has been down. But the way he played, like if you watch the actual games, like he ain't playing like, he playing safe. Like, I want to get my numbers. I want to try to win. But I don't want to sweat too much. Or I don't want to get hit too much. Like, he trying to play it safe. Like, I want to play, but he don't really want to be there type.
Right.
He don't want no contact for real.
Yeah.
He ain't.
I mean, he 43 years old,
Right.
out on the field. I mean, he better play like that.
What's it called though? It's like Tim Duncan was in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like in his own little way. You know, if that makes sense.
Prestige? I don't know. I mean,
can't think of the word
he wasn't
right now,
really
but-
performing any type of way for him to keep him so up there. He was just playing at a balanced level where he's just limited to certain things, but he'll still look great. Just by his name and still by the stats he'll still put up. And with all the records, milestones, all of them that he passes through. So
it ain't gotta be pretty, just get it done.
Exactly. My thing is with Brady, they have a possibility of him leaving just if a lot of pieces wasn't really involved and just circulations of where Brady is not messing with the team at all. But in the end of the day, it's Brady. I do think if he was to lose this week or sometime next week or even change up, it might be a possible retirement. I don't know. I'm just speaking.
Right.
But it is what it is.
You think they going somewhere this year?
Maybe.
That's a no.
Honestly, you gotta always think of the Patriots in the playoffs.
For me, maybe. However, I see them having a chance.
They always got a chance because they got the best. They got the most experience.
Yeah, but you know they what's it called? They started out in wild card. They gonna have to play Baltimore after they was winning today.
Yeah, they did lose to Baltimore once, but at least they seen them already.
Yeah,
so they can adjust the game.
So if Baltimore was either a win or beat or
play them.
Yeah. Hey man, we'll see, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be good though. It's gonna be good.
Speaking of Baltimore, we're definitely gonna talk about just the high-ranked teams or any other team you think in these playoff matchups or teams could have made it to Super Bowl from the NFC and the AFC. My prediction is Green Bay and Kansas City. Who do y'all have?
Shit, that's hard, man. I don't know, man.
I got the Ravens going, honestly.
Who you got?
It might sound crazy, but I got the Ravens going. If they could play how they was playing in the regular season in the playoffs, I don't see nobody beating them.
The Ravens is the team.
Or the 49ers. Can't sleep on the 49ers.
You can't sleep on the 49ers.
Can't sleep on them. Their defense too young. I think Richard Sherman, the oldest person they got on their defense. I might be wrong, but I think so. But their defense young.
Yeah.
They like that. And that's what you need to win in the playoffs is defense. You need defense to win. They got a nice
They got a nice defense.
Baltimore is who I definitely want to see in the Super Bowl.
It would be like a great season if they won Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
Excellent season.
And who else over there with Packers? Who else over there with them?
Packers, you got the Vikings in the playoffs, Saints, Seahawks, Niners.
I want to say
the Eagles.
I want to say. Nah, it ain't just them. There's some other teams over there too.
Nah, the Eagles, Seahawks, Niners, Seahawks.
Not the Niners. The Niners over there with the Packers?
No, Niners over there with the Seahawks.
Right.
And Green Bay is in the north with the Vikings. And then it's the Eagles. Then it's the Saints.
No. I can't sleep on the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl though.
Yeah.
But the Packers, you can't sleep on them either.
You can't, but
That's not
then
bad.
again, it's been a long time since I've seen Aaron been to the big game. And ever since, it's like he never really had that same defense. This year alone, having that defense, I feel like he can just really, adjust the offense to where he can have them playing a certain style, where they can sustain the playoff games, and defense can just do their part.
I'm go with the Saints.
That's cool. That's cool. What you got? Ravens.
I'm gonna say 49ers and Saints. Those would be
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Oh. You should say 49ers and Saints.
Yeah.
They go over there and see, bro.
For real. That's what I was asking you because I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, AFC, you got the Chiefs, Patriots, Ravens, Titans, Houston, and Buffalo.
Houston and Buffalo.
Hey, don't say nothing crazy.
I would like to see a rematch.
Yeah.
Baltimore
Yeah,
and
definitely.
San Francisco. I'm gonna do that.
That would be a good game. In the Super Bowl.
I think that might be the most likely thing to happen, but we may never know. I just know I'm gonna see Patrick Mahomes in that big game one day.
Yeah. That's my guy.
Yeah.
But the Ravens and the 49ers, that's deep.
We'll see, man. We're gonna definitely see. But I appreciate y'all fellas again for coming out here. I really do. You know, definitely wanted to do a part with my man Marlon for the longest, you know what I'm saying? My man came through, you know what I'm saying? Good man, Nick always came through the podcast, you know. We're gonna go ahead and definitely enjoy this Bowie State game right after and then hit up some
Bulldogs, man.
Yes, sir. And appreciate everybody who's still following and, you know, making sure that they definitely supporting the District Black Sports Movement. But I'm gonna go ahead and cap off this episode 35. Appreciate y'all listening and good morning and good night. Peace. Success, man. Definitely finesse that joint.
What time the game start?
4, we got